In dumpster diving.
What's next in the dumpster?
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Garcetti threatens to turn off water and power for people throwing parties.
This is what petty tyranny looks like. There's no tyranny like petty tyranny. I don't really know where this ends. It's crazy that you can just be like, well, we're going to shut off your water and power because you're disobeying the rules. Next, it's going to be because of something you tweeted. You're going to be getting a knock on the door and it's going to be like, this is the Department of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. You have been reported for 11 microaggressions. And you're like, gosh, what did I do? That will be 12. Please report to the Council of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion immediately. Your water and power will be shut off for 48 hours. And it's going to be some drone clone, like a worker who's just like a brainwashed wokester in the Great Awakening. This is the dark night of the soul in the Great Awakening.
And then they're like, ching. Actually, that's 13 because you have now been accused of a thought crime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill this clone. And it's like, ching, 13 microaggressions. And now 1 thought crime. Please report immediately to the Department of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion.
For brain rewiring.
Sweet dreams.
In San Francisco, a hotel room that was used as a city COVID-19 shelter, police found a meth lab. Also, California ups early inmate release amid objections. Up to 17,600 prisoners will be released due to COVID concerns.
Newsom and Garcetti have f***ed California up the ass with their draconian power grab. Fuck these assholes. All of our leaders have failed us. Fuck these assholes. Fuck them. They went to private schools, they have mansions, and now they have all these working class people cleaning up after peaceful rioters and persons experiencing houselessness. And they're not even allowed to use the adjective homeless while they clean this shit up from the meth labs and the porta potties because it's politically incorrect. So that gets really funny too when you actually start reading. Like if you have to use it twice in a sentence, it gets hilarious because they'll say, persons experiencing houselessness need to report to persons experiencing houselessness shelters. Our leaders and the woke activists are more concerned with the politically correct way to talk about people who are living on the streets than the fact that this is a problem that is exponentially increasing and no solutions are happening at all. In fact, it seems like whatever they're doing is actually making it worse. Meanwhile, we're letting out 17,000 criminals, some of whom are very violent, some of whom probably just dealt drugs. We don't care about them, right?
It's true.
And by the way, where are the feminists who decry rape culture all day long? Where are they when we're letting these violent people out? You're talking about rape culture being a very serious thing. It is. You should give a shit if someone who rapes someone gets let out onto the streets because they're not dangerous anymore.
No, because they might catch COVID in prison.
And you're not worried about this? We're letting all of these criminals out into a state that has shut down, has no jobs. They have no plan for what to do with them, how to reassimilate them into society. They have killed the gig economy because of AB5. You've disarmed the population, and now you're defunding the police. And you're wondering why people are leaving in droves. Anyone with any kind of foresight or brain. California has eaten the middle class, created some of the greatest wealth inequality, and now it's basically just going to be people experiencing houselessness, and criminals. And then, because everybody's leaving, these fucks want to try and retroactively increase the income tax. There's a bill trying to get this done because they fucked up their state and can't run it. And now they're trying to steal from the rich people who are rightfully taking their industry, their creativity, and their money elsewhere into states that know how to handle their shit. This is stealing. It's literally stealing. They're criminals. Yeah. This whole state is going to be just criminals and people experiencing houselessness. And by the way, Californians who are leaving California, why don't you do a little 2 + 2 and not your crazy 2 + 2 = 5 math and figure out how to put together the people you're electing and the policies that you're fleeing, and don't go to other states and fuck them up. That is my 2 cents.